Here we go then. It is opening round time of this week's Haas Team Series event. Hopefully you've picked up our strategy guides already for the weekend, and we are hoping for some luck. We are rocking the papaya orange McLaren gear today in the hope that we can take some inspiration. We are on our free-to-play account on this, and this is what we are running. Kevin Magnussen and Zhou Guanyu at the moment, with a car cornering setup which is as follows. So we're going to hopefully do some damage if we can. Now let's bring you up to speed with our group in Challenger. Very difficult group. A lot of players in contention for some big scores and some perfect scores also. Our score was close to perfect in the week, but it wasn't quite. 45 points in race number 4, costing us that perfect. We're not expecting to go perfect, but we're going to give it a goddamn go. We've got defending and cornering at Monaco to come. Can we put a good round of scoring in? So first up then, we have a matchup which is slightly in our favour as we head to Monaco. We're going to be looking at doing the only strategy which is real key for us at this level, a 4 medium, 4 medium. That is the plan. Make sure to hit that like button, and if you can, hit that subscribe. We're closing in on 10k slowly. But let's see what we've got. Let me know in the comments as well, which GP are you entering? Always good to know where players are at. P5, P7. We're going to go double mediums, and defending and cornering, probably going to rock some Jin here. Not Jin, Jin. We're too early for a bit of Jin. But here we go. Good start needed for the team. P5, P7, line astern. Can we get off to the best start? And it's not too bad as Zhou Guanyu takes the outside line, moves himself up to P3. We'll be looking for a P2 potentially, and he can't get through. Magnussen still sitting there in P6, and there's a move for Zhou Guanyu up into P2. As we go under the tunnel and down to the Nouvelle Chicane, Zhou Guanyu looking to take the lead of this race from Charles Leclerc, the hometown hero. And we have Zhou Guanyu is into the lead. Magnussen just struggling to get by at the moment. But after this lap 1 and race start reduces, we should see the true speed of our car come through. We've got Carlos Sainz just ahead of us, and we're going to look after some power unit and tyres and try and close. Nouvelle Chicane, one of the best places to overtake on this circuit. That is where we're going to attempt. We're going to close up a little bit here. Just use a little bit of boost just to sit on the back of the Spaniard. Like so. Cut down. And then as you come out the tunnel into the Nouvelle Chicane, we do get the move up into P5. Now you can push as we approach the swimming pool section, but this time we're not lucky. We don't get past Norris. So P4, Norris, P5. We've got 2 sets of soft tyres ahead of us, which is good because they're going to probably pit on lap 3. We have got a set of hard tyres in P2. That's giving Zhou Guanyu the chance to disappear out front as we come through the hairpin. Zhou Guanyu still extending out front. Here's Magnussen trying to get past Norris. I think it's going to be too tricky to get past him. As into the chicane we go. Nearly a lunge. Thought about it, didn't do it. Defending well. And now Zhou Guanyu, using all them tyres, will come into the pits this lap. Soft tyres should enter. They do. And that now leaves us into P3 and closing down in clean air this hard tyre Charles Leclerc. Zhou Guanyu is absolutely fine out front. Now the rivals are going to hard tyres. Verstappen P6 look. Mediums for Norris. He'll have to pit again. He'll only do 4 laps. And Charles Leclerc will probably only do 4 as well. So we've closed up nicely. We've got Zhou Guanyu coming in for the medium pit stop now too. Might double stack a little bit here. And Leclerc goes round for 5. And it's going to be a slight double stack, a good second. Zhou Guanyu comes out in P2. Magnussen, after that late stop, comes out ahead of Sainz. Oh no, he gets ahead of Verstappen. Sainz is ahead, Norris is ahead. So a little bit of work to do. We don't want to go backwards here. Don't want to go backwards. Going to cut down to get past the Spaniard. Charles Leclerc probably going to come out ahead here. We can't... I mean, overtaking for Magnussen's not great. He's struggling with it early on. Didn't expect to be scoring 47s. You can see the Ferrari's already on his way out. And he's on hard tyres, though. I mean, there's a chance we could still rescue this, but we can't overtake somehow with Magnussen. We're going to conserve with Zhou Guanyu just to see if we can hold the field up. We've got Sainz still ahead of us as we enter the tunnel. And now we exit the tunnel. We need a move. And we finally get that move. We need a move past Norris as well if we can get it. And we just can't get it. Leclerc disappearing very quickly out front in P2. Don't think we're going to catch him by the look of it. We can't even get past Lando. We are trying to get that power unit back, though, as we look to attack. Can we attack as we approach the hairpin? I don't think we've got the speed. We have not got the speed. Nouvelle chicane again. Next chance for overtaking. And we do get past, but we're too far away. It's going to be a 46-point run, I think, in the first race of Challenger GP, which I'm fine with, not expecting the 47s. So that's absolutely fine. We're going to be bang there. It's all about Sunday anyway, because we've dropped points already in qualifying. We're going to just conserve through here. The Ferrari is going to be agonisingly close. There he is. You can just see him at the bottom of your screen now. We are catching him. We're not going to catch him quick enough, though. As we're about to go into the chicane, you can see he's agonisingly close on the hard tyres. Magnussen just struggling to get past cars early on, which has cost him. But Zhou Guanyu is going to come home in a lovely P1. Magnussen, after a difficult run, comes home in P3. It's 46 points from our first race. We'll take it here at the Challenger GP, at the home of Monaco. 46 points. Let's wait for the rival to come across who's using hard tyres and ran out of the hard tyres as well. So we gave it our all. Magnussen struggling to get through early on was the cost, our downfall. Sadly, we just couldn't get it as the rival comes across the line. 46 points, though, we will take it. It's all up. Because we've dropped 2 points in qualifying, doesn't really matter today. It's going to be tomorrow. We've still got to get through, though. You can see level 5, level 2, and not a cornering setup for the rival. So on to race number 2 then. Looks like a real player. Very close team score matchup. Just the 1 point separating it. Defending and speed circuit Austria. It's the first time we've seen it in GP in the third week of GPs. And let's see who's got the best strategy. We're going to be looking at doing probably some softs. Some 4-4-2s. Sounds like I'm playing football. P1, P5. So let's see what we've got. I'm going to go softs. I'm going to go mediums. We're going to have to see how good our tyre management is. It might be a 3-3-4 with Zhou Guanyu. We'll find out as we get a perfect and a good. Rival is pushing, not using boosts though. So should be advantage us. But Magnussen slowly getting away again. And he's into P4, make that P3. So P1, P3. And Magnussen closing in on that annoying little Charles Leclerc from the last race. Can we do 4 laps? Not really on Zhou Guanyu. So we're going to let him cruise. Absolutely let him cruise. Magnussen can do 4 laps. So we're looking at a 4-3-3 and a 3-3-4 here. Unless Zhou Guanyu can extend. But I don't think he can. He's on 54% already. So no chance of that happening. And we're now going to push. And then we'll pit this lap for softs. Magnussen, absolutely fine at the moment. Trying to close down P2, who is Charles Leclerc on the softs. Just got to keep touch with the Ferrari, who should come in the pits this lap. Zhou Guan Yu, absolutely fine, absolutely flying at the moment. That is good. And he comes in. Magnussen closing the gap. And it is going to be the 4-3-3 for Magnussen. Zhou Guan Yu can come out ahead of that Ferrari. It'd be nice. He's not going to. But if he can jump past Sainz shortly, that would be pretty good. See if we can just kick off this corner. Can we kick? Yes, we can. Up to P2. And Magnussen comes in for a soft run. So looking good. Ferrari pits. That leaves us clear. And we might get ahead of the P4 Leclerc here. Can we get through? I think we're just going to get ahead. Yes, we are. Good work by the team in the pits. Getting Kevin Magnussen out into P2. Zhou Guan Yu looking pretty good. Just cruising. There's a breakdown there for a Red Bull of Sergio Perez. Oof. So remember to conserve down the straights where you can. Get that power unit saved. All the time. That's exactly what we're doing. We're going to come back for soft tyres a little bit later on. But at the moment, we're all good. Zhou Guan Yu's pushing on. That's exactly what we needed him to do. And he's got to pit and go to the end now. Magnussen's got one more lap. And then he will be in for soft tyres. You can see we've actually looked after his tyres. He could do an extra lap, but we won't. We'll get him in. We'll get him out. No worries. P2 carries on. What is P2 on here? Yeah, P2 will pit. Everyone will pit, really. We're very much clear. And then Magnussen now coming in for his softs. He could have done another lap. Absolutely fine, but we'll get him in. Leclerc is in as well, so that leaves us out front. There's a McLaren there, but only P21. And that is looking good then. So we look like we have absolutely jumped up the pecking order and potentially going to commit us to a 47 here. That is what we wanted to see. We are just cruising with Magnussen at the moment. Push him for a bit of fun, shall we? Same as Zhou Guan Yu. Look at the cars, look at the traffic. Absolutely like the main motorway at rush hour, this is. As Magnussen goes through. And we're just going to round this off nicely. We're going to push a little bit, get a bit of a faster lap time in. I know it's at the wrong time, but nothing we can do. But Magnussen goes through to start the final lap. So does Zhou Guan Yu. Look where P3 is, just coming around the final corners. We have pulled very, very clear. Rival without the boosts. Real player. Not providing any sort of matchup. And it's all about qualifying for Sunday. Magnussen, round the final corner, takes victory. A lot of beautiful race for Kevin Magnussen. Zhou Guan Yu coming home in P2. And we've got the rival just P9, P13. A very lowly, but no boosts does impact you, as we know, quite a lot. So we wait for the rival to finish, but we have got off to a flyer. He's finished P9, and he's going to finish what looks to be P12, unless he can get the move. And he is not. So let's show you what this rival was running compared to ourselves. It was a speed circuit. So we will show you that one. 675 for the rival. Drivers level 6 Leclerc, which is very nice. And the car still had speed, but not enough of it. Race number 3 then, real player matchup straight away, and a team score that is simply not in our favour. Race start and cornering at this track, so that's not something that we have of great abundance. We could probably use the timeless boost, or we could use Prince that we won last week for coming home just outside the top 10 in Challenger. Let's see. I mean, look at that, we're on the back foot. P1 and P2 for the rival. this is going to be, could be very easy for themselves. But Zhou Guanyu, race start and cornering. I can probably go a timeless boost, and I might go a Prince boost as well. See what happens. See if we can upset this player. Maybe they're on for perfect score. Can we disrupt them, or will we lose a lot of points? Here we go then. Can we upset them? They're on hard tyres, which is interesting. I think whether or not they're trying to take it a little bit easy. But I do believe that the medium is the better strategy. They've got away okay, though, using that ballast boost. And we are currently P4 and P5. We're going to try and just push one car. Is that one stop going to be good for the rival? Let's see. As we get ahead into P3, rivals pushing all of their power unit here. Now, I'm not a massive fan of this the one stop, sorry, not at all. So it's going to be interesting to see if they've got the pace. But I don't like it. I prefer the two-stop round here. So only a small pit lane. And you can see we're already on the back of this rival. Magnussen, currently just looking after everything. There's a few people in the pits too. We're going to try and just get into, and we do get into P4. Now we're going to just claim some power unit back. You can see we've got the P1 ahead, who's using all of his power unit all the time. We are just gaining power unit. We are just going to push so that we don't double stack here. Maybe a little sneaky move up the inside. Oh yeah. That's what we like to see. And in the background, you can see Kevin Magnussen just getting into P3. And we're going to try and hold up that rival. But a very good start to this race. We've got the upper hand. We haven't got any power unit left anymore. Magnussen has got loads. And in he comes. We should get out ahead, nearly enough ahead of the rival. And look at that. No double stack either. There goes the rival, P1. And we're going to get ahead beautifully. Look at that. One stop. Don't do the one stop. You need the two stop. So much better. Magnussen's going to get so much attacking later on as well. This could be a brilliant 47 points if we can manage it. And you can see we've got Magnussen into P5. Now that rival's got to go to hards again. They're going to be very slow. We need to keep Magnussen just in check. And he is right behind the medium tyre. This is perfect racing so far. We're going to use all of Zhou Guanyu and everything he's got. We're going to keep this power unit saving up. Right behind the rival. Which is good. And we're going to be so quick. Which is exactly what we need. You can see the rivals back out on the hards. And we've got a safety car. Now, do we go for softs? Do we go softs? Because we're going to have a full lap under the safety car. I think I'll still go for mediums. I don't fancy chancing this. I feel like I just want to attack. This might be the wrong decision. Oh, do we go softs? And just conserve? Should we risk it? Let's absolutely risk it. This is what we're here for. Now I wanted to go mediums. Rival goes to mediums. And we're going to come out in P3, I think, here. Rival didn't pit. Quite surprised. Now, I don't know if these softs are going to last. We can only manage one lap. But remember, that could be like 55% usage. I've probably risked it too much. I'm just going to send it and see what happens. We're going to have full power unit. Now, at Singapore, if you run out of tyres, it's not the end of the world.
Karoon, we've got a new subscriber.
As Paulie Lee hits a subscribe. Appreciate it. I think we might be okay here. We could 47 this. Rival's got full power unit. It's going to be hard to catch. We're still going to have about 75% as we get racing. So actually, we might be okay. But there's only one way to find out. I'm not going to push Zhou Guan Yu just yet. I'm going to leave him on medium. And you can see Magnussen now trying to close down. Can Magnussen get ahead? Can these tyres survive? It's going to be a race to the line. We're hunting. We are hunting. I think the tyres will last as well as we go so close to up the inside. And might have just cost us position though. As we try again, still can't find a way past. Rival's going to run out of power unit, and I think so are we. Might just be P1 and P3. Unless we can snatch something. As we exit the final corner, it's going to be P1. I tell you what, with the matchup that we had, it provided a brilliant chase, and we would take 46 points all day long. We was right to go for the mediums, and the mediums soft absolutely paid off in the end. 46 points, Rival dropping, and that was a good team score. Rival 710, so we did really well there. Drivers level 5, level 2, and the car was missing the cornering. What are you doing? Get some cornering. You would have blasted us if you took the cornering, but sadly they didn't. And it gets even tougher in race number 4, 7-4 team score matchup for the Rival as we head to the place that we drop points in the qualifying round. We drop points by doing a 1-stop. So today we will look to do a 2-stop and see if that is the difference. We've got our speed set up on. And you can see where we qualify. It's okay. P5 and P9. Overtaking and speed. Now I am going to use a bit of school here and a bit of unstoppable. We're going to change the boost up a little bit. Real player, tough matchup as well. Can we get the better and take down more high team score real players? I mean, it'd be very nice if we can, as we wait for them to ready up, and then we'll see if we've got the skill and the setup. So here we go, race 4. And he started medium and soft. He's gone for Ode and Dragon, which is interesting. And we are away now. Oh, didn't even push Zhou Guan Yu off the start. Don't know why it didn't register. So we've gone back a little bit, which is not what we wanted. And Rival's already conserving or gone to medium. That's really cost us that race start. We're up to P4 though, and up to P3. And up to P6. So we're actually moving back through. See what the Rival's looking confident. I think they're confident that they can perform here.
Got a new subscriber.
As Kevin hits a subscribe. Appreciate it, Kevin. You in the video. Welcome along. So Rival's pushing all the time here. We're going to try and keep, and you can see we are keeping closer here. We're actually going to make a move into P2. So good little move. We've got P1 Zhou Guan Yu ahead of us. Not anymore. That Rival Dragon gives tyres, so he's probably going to go for free soft here with that Dragon, unless he pits now. And he does pit. That's surprising. Didn't think that would be the case. So he's played his cards early here. Rival's going to beat us because he's got a higher team score, lower pit time, I'd have expected. And now he's pushing all the way down the straight. And we've got a couple of cars ahead of us. Perez, Rival just sneaking through there. We can't sneak through though. So Hutch are going to do us with the matchmaking by the look of it at present. Because we can't get past these as Magnussen comes in. Soft tyres for the Rival. And he's just coming out of the pits now. He's got to go back for mediums though for himself. Magnussen. Just getting into P5. So we're on the back foot. There's not a lot we can do. Just trying our hardest to score big points. Like we always said, doesn't matter as long as we get through today. It's all about tomorrow and how many points we can score. Zhou Guan Yu coming in. Rival carries on. We do take into P2. Be nice to try and take some points off them. That would be interesting. But Rival's got good setup, I think, at the moment. Zhou Guan Yu is bang there in P4. And we're not a million miles away from him. Magnussen, P2. I mean, I could go round again. I can't push anyway. Let's just go round again. Let's try this. Magnussen can go 3 laps on the soft. That's interesting for tomorrow. That's great viewing for tomorrow. What we're going to do is try and get Zhou Guan Yu ahead and hold these up a little bit. Let's just see if we can get him ahead. This has got a chance here. He's pushing on. He's not going to have a lot of power unit, though, to attack when he comes out of the pits. That's his problem. He's got a decent enough gap. We're going to get around 12% as we enter the pits, like so. So it's always worth doing. And we are now coming out the pits. A little bit too late there. Oh, Magnussen has just absolutely held us up. And we're going to get done by the softs here, I think, as well. As we try and push on. It's going to be a close battle, an absolute close battle. All the way to the end, trying to beat off Hutch's matchmaking. And he's not going to get 47 points. He's not going to. We are going to upset his performance. And we're going to score well as well. With best we could do on that one. 44. And he only can take the 46. We got a bad start. We didn't push Zhou Guan Yu. That probably cost us as well. But look at that team score. 6-7-6 versus 7-2-4. Similar strategies. But we actually did free soft. We'll be doing free soft tomorrow. I can assure you on that one. They're the drivers. And the car was a lot better than ours. But we upset their performance. So, good job in the end for this Challenger free-to-play account. We finish 4 races on 183. Matchmaking being a little bit of a pain. But that is okay. Let's see what we can do for the rest of it. And hopefully we'll be back for final round. Because we should be getting through at this rate. Unless something really dramatic happens in our final 4 races. Not sure if that will make it out onto an episode. We will await and see. But for now, it's not too bad on the free-to-play account.